It would not be a problem for him at all.
So Tiffany, did you envision these prequels from the get-go, or this was something where you wrote the original Sinners, they were so well received, and so many questions came up, readers had questions about the characters' past, that then they stemmed from that, or what happened?
Well, after I wrote The Siren, I really wanted to write the story that is The Saint. I really wanted to write Nora and Sword meeting each other in their love story. But I knew I couldn't do that immediately. I mean, an erotic romance novel between a 15-year-old girl and a 29-year-old Catholic priest is not your first book. It cannot be the book you start out writing in your writing career. Nobody will publish it. Nobody will touch it. So I had to write a few books to earn the trust of my editors and my readers and my publisher and my agent to know I'm going to do this right. It's not going to be, you know, like exploitive. It's not going to be gross. It's, you know, it's not going to be rapey or anything. You're going to believe this couple by the time you get to book 5. You're going to believe in them and root for them. Whereas that was my very first book, and just a straight romance between these two probably would not have worked. But I wanted to tell that story for a really long time, and that's why I dropped hints and flashbacks, like the scene in The Angel where there's a flashback where teenage Nora goes and sees Soren planting trees, and there's all this sexual tension between them. And that was so fun to write, and people were like, "Oh my God, that was just, I've never seen tree planting be so sexy before." It's just like there's nothing about this that should be sexy, but it is. I want that story. I was like, God, I want to write it too. So in all the books, to enrich the Red Years books, to make them more real. We all live with our past every day, and little things remind us. You know, you go for a walk and you see somebody in a car that looks like the same car that your ex-boyfriend drove, and then you have memories and stuff. So we're always remembering things, and so I try to enrich the books as much as possible with memories and flashbacks to give the characters 3 dimensions, 4 dimensions. The 4th dimension is time. And what I'd done by the end was create like this big backstory that I had all these like hints about crazy cool things that had happened, and now for the prequels I get to write them as full-length books, like The Eighth Circle. How did that come to be?
Well,